Hi, guys.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you for joining us for episode 2. If you listened to our first one, that was the introduction of us. Thank you. You bared with us. You got through it. We got through it. Now we're back for number 2 to talk about some stuff. In case you missed it and you just jumped to this one, this is Steven Rodriguez.
Hello.
I'm his wife, Heather Rodriguez. He is a military veteran from the Marine Corps and served for 4 years, 2 tours. He was a combat vet. So that basically sums up the first episode. And our goal is kind of to put out some information for other people like us out there, because there's not a whole lot of information for vets and their wives. So that's what we're here for. And today we are talking about sleep.
Yay.
That is our topic for the day. There's going to be quite a few other things that come up, because during conversations, it's not always just one thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know where to start. Do we start with naps? Naps
Well,
drive me crazy.
let's start with
Lack of sleep?
lack of sleep.
How you
I don't
sleep?
get much sleep. I'm sure a lot of combat vets and probably even regular vets from their time in the military, the scheduling and weird hours but yeah, I don't get much sleep, and it blows. Yeah, sometimes I just can't sleep. I don't know why, because I want to. I love sleep. And sometimes it's bad dreams, really weird dreams, but I'm pretty sure that's mostly medication.
Side effects.
Side effects, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I would love to sleep. I'm sure many who are in my boat know that the VA loves to push meds, sleeping medication, and I tried it, and it was
Awful.
just
Tell us how you really feel.
yeah, it fucking blew. I didn't sleep. I wasn't able to sleep.
But your eyes burned because you were
My eyes were burning.
exhausted.
I was exhausted. I didn't even want to watch anything. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to sleep, which I couldn't. So I just fucking sat there
For hours.
and
Never again.
yeah. No.
So how many hours do you say that you get on average a night?
I usually get anywhere from probably 2 to 4.
Is that solid hours, or is it broken into like sections?
Most of the time it's broken. Sometimes it's solid.
Better not be broken.
Yeah, it's definitely not broken.
We told you the conversations would be honest, and here we go.
So yeah, sleep is obviously important to the human body.
And
mind, yes. And anyone who has been in combat knows you don't get a lot of it. And but it's a lot more manageable in a combat zone, because just you gotta do what you gotta do. And so yeah, naps.
Yeah.
Wise.
Well, let's talk about what your nightly sleep routine is because I don't think it's necessarily
Okay.
ideal.
My nightly routine against the VA standards is
Or everyone else that's written a book
or
about sleep.
everyone else's standards on how you're supposed to go to sleep, because like they fucking know what you're going through. Is their standards are
Shut
an
everything off
hour
for an hour.
before bedtime, because
Mhm.
you know when you're going to bed.
Most people have a ritual
Yeah.
or a schedule, so
Normal
yes,
people.
normal people do.
You're supposed to shut everything off. Read a book, something. Don't look at your phone. Don't play games. No computer. Don't watch a movie.
Okay, and so what do you do an hour before bed?
An hour before bed, and most of the night, I play video games and watch movies.
And go through Facebook
and occasionally go through Facebook. And well, that is because I can't sleep. And I mean, I guess I could read a book the whole fucking night, but I don't want to just sit there and
read.
sit there. I mean, you can only read for so long.
But you're sitting there to play.
Well, yeah, but it's like you're sitting there to watch a movie.
Yeah.
It's drawing your attention.
So books don't draw your attention.
No, they do, but I can't read for 6 hours. I mean, shit.
But 6 hours of playing? That's a long time to play a video game.
No, I don't play the whole time. I watch movies too.
I'm relating it to the... You're ridiculous. Okay.
Anyway, back to topic.
So sometimes you sleep away from me, which is frustrating slightly, but I understand. So why don't you explain why sometimes you sleep on the couch? Because that's not something that's like, I'm mad at you, sleep on the couch.
No. A lot of times I sleep on the couch because if I can't sleep, I don't want to be, which is most of the time, I don't want to be rolling around, trying to get comfortable, and I don't want it to bother her sleep, and it's a little bit easier, not very much easier, but tiny bit easier to fall asleep on the couch.
Is it?
Kind of, because I don't have to worry about waking anyone up or...
But is it as comfortable?
No.
Okay.
I mean, the couch is pretty comfy. But it's not as comfortable.
So is it like a self-sacrifice type thing? Like,
yes, that's
you're sleeping there so that I don't get bothered?
Yes, mostly yes.
Okay. Not so that you have like quick access to your games or
no
video. No? Okay.
Side note, I would gladly give up my gaming at 2 o'clock in the morning if I could sleep. I want everyone to know that. Like, I love sleep.
You do love sleep.
I really wish I could.
Okay, so you don't do any of the things that the experts say to try to sleep.
Yeah, they're experts on some stuff.
So you play video games, you chew.
I do.
You watch movies.
I do.
And you get a couple hours of sleep a night.
Few, yeah.
Couple to 4.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever gotten like 6 hours of sleep?
On the rare occasion, I do get few more hours than I normally do.
And then
those are just as bad.
And you wake up more tired than if you just got your... Yeah.
Because my body wants more.
So how do you function during the day then?
How do I function? Well...
Not really well.
I take naps.
He does not.
One nap. Nap.
A nap.
I take a nap.
Mm-hmm. 2 hours.
Yes, usually try and shoot for a couple hours.
Okay, my question to you, and I don't know if there's women out here who have the same question, maybe men, I'm not sure, but how is it possible, not possible, but how is it that you can fall asleep so quick for a nap in our bed, but at nighttime you struggle? Do you know?
Yeah.
Okay, what is it?
I do, actually.
Okay. Answer, because maybe there's somebody out there that has the exact same situation and it's confusing.
Well,
and for somebody that sleeps at 8 hours a night, me, I don't quite get it.
That's because you sleep 8 hours a night.
I know.
And when the body goes without sleep, well, it can only go for so long.
Yes.
And I fall asleep a lot easier. Sometimes I can't even nap. Sometimes the nap doesn't work out.
Most of the time it does, though.
Most of the time it does.
So what's your secret?
My secret is I fucking lay down and my body's like, shit, I need to go to sleep.
So you think it's like a circadian rhythm thing? Like you sleep better during the day?
No,
okay.
It's because my body is so exhausted that it needs to get some sleep. And...
But would it not be exhausted at night? Like...
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just trying to relate here. So if you didn't nap during the day, though, don't you think your body would be so exhausted at night that you'd be able to sleep?
Well...
Or is it just because it's for a shorter amount of time, so the length of sleep isn't as long?
Too. Well, if you look at it at night, when my body finally shuts down, I'm able to get that couple hours.
It's like a nap?
Yeah, it's like a nap. It does it during the day.
Okay, but I feel like you have more trouble falling asleep at night than you do. Not staying asleep. Staying asleep, you always have...
That brings me to the second point, is during the nap and you're home...
Oh, we have to get into that too. But go ahead.
Yes. You do?
Well, yeah, because not everybody gets to stay home.
Right. I trust you, obviously, so...
Think I could karate chop somebody? Or that I would come and wake you up to save me?
Come and wake me up. And so I figure that you've got whatever's going on
handled.
Do
you think the background noise helps because it's really quiet at night? Like just because we have a son that's home. He's almost 4. So he and I are home during the day and we do things at the house. So it's not always like super quiet during the day. We have TVs on. He and I are playing. So do you think the background noise is helpful?
Probably.
Maybe. Because you used to turn the dryer on to fall asleep.
I did.
And I noticed you don't do that anymore. I mean, because you're all the way out here, but when you're in bed.
Yeah. Our couches, our previous couches were not, they...
Well, that's because they had the things that came out.
Yeah.
The legs.
They sucked.
So they had bars in between, and
so...
we should have stuck with those.
No.
Because then I'd still have you in bed with
I
me.
I try to go to sleep most every night in bed. She doesn't wake up to it.
Nope. He's trying to protect me from him moving around, but I don't even hear it. Like, you've literally had to move my legs so you could get into bed before.
Oh, okay, sometimes. Sometimes she literally, I don't even know how it's possible, but she'll, like, go sideways on the bed.
Well, when I'm in there by myself, I can spread out.
Oh, that's a little more than spreading out.
We have a king-size bed, so for me to take up the whole thing is basically I'm in the middle of the bed. I can't just lay across the whole thing.
So, yeah, that's where the naps go. But I nap to try and get mental clarity, because I'm a lot more spacey and lose focus easy on the norm, but especially if I don't have a nap
It's true.
or sleep. And I don't want to be irritable, and I, yeah, it helps more than it hinders
To take the nap.
to take the nap.
And it drives me crazy.
And it drives her crazy.
It does.
I don't know why it does it. Drives me crazy.
Because I like to get things done like now. I don't like waiting. So like this, we're recording this now, and I had to wait for him to wake up from his nap, which I do I give you the opportunity. So I'm supportive. Oh gosh, here we go. What you got for me?
So you're saying that.
So what you're saying is.
So what you're saying is that the reason why it upsets you is because of just your thinking. It doesn't nothing
I can be upset about it. I still let it happen
around you. Okay, but
and I understand why, because we've had the conversation.
She's actually gotten frustrated with me. Not just for.
But the problem is because I'm not on your level. Like I can't understand it in the sense that no, I'm not. So I don't understand it the same way. So it's frustrating because I'm I want to get stuff done. And so for me, I'd rather you sleep through the night, but since that's not happening, like I'd rather get stuff done and then nap, you know? But I understand, like, I'm not trying to bring you down. I'm just like, I'm trying to give my viewpoint because somebody else might be where I'm at, where it's like, okay, I'm going to let you take your nap, but I might give you shit for it later because it was frustrating to me.
And to those people, I say...
At least I'm being honest, right? Yeah.
To those people, I say, why don't you walk a mile in his shoes?
Oh, jeez. Give me your shoes. I'll walk.
Yeah.
I'll probably fall out of them real quick. So, anyway. So you nap.
I nap.
You nap. And we get through it.
Yes.
And if there's something that I need for you to do, you don't nap. Because you're very supportive in that sense.
And if there's times where, like, I know that I'm not going to be able to function very well, then I let her know.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. So it's just back to the communication thing.
Yes.
And I'm being honest so that they can see that although it happens, I still get a little frustrated, especially on days that, like, I want to get something done like this. Like, I wanted to have this done. So.
And we are getting it done.
We are.
So.
Oh, you're so funny. So funny. Anyways, so sleep. That was our topic for the day.
Let us know in the comments.
Trying to keep it short. We could keep going. There's plenty to talk about. There's so much. Let us know what you want to hear. We can dive deeper into what kind of couch we got. It's amazing.
It is.
I should touch a little bit on how I'm able to stay home. Because it's not typical. So this is how he's able to nap, because I used to work full-time job. I was gone Monday through Friday, the normal 9 to, I left at like 8, dropped the kids off, went to work, didn't get home till like 6.
Yeah. 9
to 5:30. So 8 to 6 with driving time and everything. And it was like, I wanted to be home, obviously, but I've always worked, so I didn't know how the transition would go. But we got an opportunity. We saved up enough and everything for me to be able to stay home with him. And so now we're both home, which also took a lot of getting used to. There was a lot of butting heads. But, so for me, like, he can lay down on the couch when he's watching the kids and take a nap, and he knows his body well enough to be able to have a light nap versus a heavy nap. And I'd be at work, and I'd be trying to call, and nobody's answering. And, of course, I go to worst case scenario, like, something's happened to him. The kids don't know how to call 911. What am I going to do? So it stressed me out to be at work. So we finally got to a point where I could be home. I know, you've got a totally different... I can't help it sometimes, you know? I
okay.
just can't. Okay. So we got to a point where I could stay home, and now I'm home. And so, of course, because I'm home, I want to get stuff done here. And now that I'm home, he is able to get away with a lot of the naps and get away with, that sounds horrible.
That does sound horrible.
I'm sorry. He has provided the opportunity to take some naps. Is that better? More naps? Deeper naps?
Deeper.
Deeper? Yeah.
Deeper naps.
Because you don't have to listen. He would, you know, because they trained them over there to be vigilant at all times. And so when he doesn't need his body to go into a deep sleep, he can stop that. And most of the time, you're not in a deep sleep. But anyway, so I'm home. So that's why we're talking about the naps and the sleeping, because it's actually able to happen. And it's been happening. I've been home for almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
It's a lot of naps. You're welcome.
Wish there were more.
You're welcome. This is my
Thank you.
gift to you. So anyway, let us know if you want. What? Do you have more?
No.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, isn't a gift not supposed to come with attachments?
What was the attachment?
Frustration.
Oh, well, I can't help the frustration. And I don't always let you know. Only when it's like...
I can tell. I
You're
can
such
tell.
an asshole sometimes. Anyway, follow along with us. It's going to be more of this chitty-chatty banter type stuff. Write us. Let us know what you want to hear. We are willing to talk about anything and everything. If we haven't gone through what you're going through, we'll let you know that also. And
Let us know if you have questions.
We're pretty open books.
Yeah.
Sure, eventually.
Any advice we can give on what's worked for us.
And how we made it work.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for joining us. Tune in next week. We'll do another one of these, and hopefully it'll be about a topic that you can relate to. That's our whole goal.
Yeah.
So we'll see you again. Bye.